As the 2024-25 NBA season approaches, teams are finalizing their rosters and gearing up for training camp, signaling the excitement that lies ahead. While the regular season is always a spectacle, much of the buzz revolves around what will happen in the postseason. However, with the introduction of the NBA's play-in tournament, the playoff structure can seem a bit complicated. Here's an in-depth look at how many teams make the playoffs and how the play-in tournament works. Technically, 16 teams advance to the traditional NBA playoffs every season, with 8 teams from the Western Conference and 8 from the Eastern Conference. These teams are seeded 1 through 8 based on their regular season records. The playoffs consist of 4 rounds: the first round, conference semifinals, conference finals, and the NBA Finals, with each round following a best-of-7 format. However, those 16 teams don't directly qualify for the playoffs anymore. The top 6 teams in each conference are guaranteed a playoff spot, but seeds 7 through 10 in both the East and West must battle it out in a play-in tournament for the final 2 spots in each conference's playoff bracket. The NBA play-in tournament was first introduced in 2020 to create more competitive drama toward the end of the regular season and give more teams a chance to make the playoffs. First used during the 2020-21 season, the format has since been adopted as a permanent feature. In the play-in, the teams that finish in 7th through 10th place in both the Western and Eastern conferences participate in an elimination-style mini-tournament. The structure is designed to give higher-seeded teams an advantage, as they need to win fewer games to secure a playoff spot. Here's how the tournament works. The 7th place team hosts the 8th place team, with the winner claiming the 7th seed in the playoffs. Meanwhile, the 9th place team hosts the 10th place team in a separate elimination game. The loser of this game is immediately eliminated from playoff contention. The winner of the 9th versus 10th game then faces the loser of the 7th versus 8th game, with the victor of that matchup securing the 8th and final playoff spot in the conference. This format creates a high-stakes environment for teams ranked 7th through 10th, adding excitement and drama to the final games of the season. The play-in tournament format has been both exciting and controversial. Teams that finish in the top 6 avoid the extra pressure of the play-in, while those finishing 7th and below must win their way into the postseason. Over the past 4 seasons, the tournament has showcased some interesting trends. Teams finishing 7th in their conference have a strong record in the play-in format, advancing to the playoffs 6 out of 8 times. So far, no 7th place team has failed to reach the playoffs. 8th place teams, however, have had less success, advancing just 2 out of 8 times. In some cases, they've been knocked out by 9th place teams that came into the tournament with more momentum. 9th place teams have fared better than expected, advancing to the playoffs 6 times, while 10th place teams have had the hardest path, only managing to advance twice in 8 attempts and never making it beyond the first round of the actual playoffs. The play-in tournament has not only kept the regular season competitive for more teams, but has also become a thrilling lead-up to the traditional playoff structure. Teams in 9th and 10th place face an uphill battle, but the potential for a late-season surge in playoff berth has captivated fans and added a new layer of strategy for coaches and players. The NBA playoffs, now with the added twist of the play-in tournament, offer more teams a shot at postseason glory, while ensuring that every game in the final stretch of the regular season carries significant weight. With 16 teams ultimately advancing to the playoffs, the play-in tournament has made the road to the postseason more challenging for lower-seeded teams, while also providing an exciting do-or-die atmosphere. As we look ahead to the 2024-25 NBA season, fans can expect intense competition not just in the playoffs, but in the fight to make it there. Whether teams secure a top 6 spot or find themselves battling in the play-in, the path to an NBA championship has never been more unpredictable or exhilarating.